We thrive on it.
My face. How is it possible that this Charlie Watt is an exact duplicate? He isn't. Damien is a Steve knew to look like him. And you've got an attractive fellow.
I'm sorry, this is not her. And it is not the end of your journey.
I'm dreaming on it, right? And then my ship in a state of flight from and when I wake up I'll realize this is all a dream, right?
Excellent idea.
This is the IFB Thursday night broadcast.
That's gonna work great, man. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back.
Welcome. Yeah, excellent. Welcome to
It's another
season
Thursday.
6. It's a great Thursday. Welcome to IFB at the Fleet Broadcasting. It's our award-winning pop culture, sci-fi, news, entertainment channel. I'm New York Pete, your co-host, and my best buddy is Chris the Tipsy Toaster. Boom.
Howdy. My head looks pretty nervous.
We bring our unique take from growing up watching and reading 70s, 80s, 90s, TV movies and cartoons, comic books, novels, you name it. And of course, visiting conventions. And we are really big classic Battlestar Galactica fans. And welcome to our show, everybody. I see a bunch of you out there already. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot of cool stuff. We have a great guest tonight. We have a Star Trek update. We have an unboxing, right? Chris, I told you about the VHS.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Did I need to bring something in? Cool.
Oh, you got to switch on the third brain, man.
I've been beating on AI all day.
Good.
Yeah.
Beating
into submission.
That's right.
And,
we got some cool
well.
stuff.
We do have some cool stuff now.
Oh yeah, man. So listen, let's toast to the fans.
Of course.
Without
Why
them,
not?
we wouldn't have anything, right?
That's right. Well, we'd have each other. I mean, and all the fans would have each other too. But it's much more fun having a family together
That's
to
right.
do this.
Absolutely.
So anyways, thanks for joining us. It is another wonderful, great Thursday. I appreciate you being here. And Pete, what do you got to drink tonight? Looks like water.
New York Seltzer.
A non-alcoholic thing?
That is correct.
I'm so sorry.
Yes,
You
diabetes.
poor thing. Live and let die. Anyways, now I get the song in my head. Live and let die.
You went there,
I
man.
love that song. Anyways,
Yeah, well.
thanks for being here. We are here every Thursday at 8 o'clock. We appreciate the fans and the family, and I am drinking a little bit of whiskey tonight. So
Okay. On the
bourbon,
rocks, baby.
little bourbon on the rock. It's a big rock, so it doesn't water it down.
All
So,
right.
anyways,
Very good.
here's to you, the fans. We always cheer to you because it is so important that we recognize you because fans feel the fleet.
Fans fuel the fleet.
Here's to
Here's
you.
to you guys. Thanks for joining us. And well, I'm gonna wait for a few more of you to join up, and then I'll start doing shout outs. Wow, I could see that. That gave you that opened your eyes nice and wide. However,
I'm ready now.
I have a bunch of stuff, guys. So there's a lot of announcements. First of all, we're really looking forward to having Shore Leave come on to IFB on a regular basis as we get closer to Shore Leave 46 in July, which we will be there in force with the Stranded Warrior, and of course, our BSG stars will be there. Jack's going to be there virtually, and Ann Lockhart will be there, and Herb Jefferson will be there, and there's going to be all other types of celebrities from all the different shows that we love, including Stargate and Star Trek, etc. So that's going to be a great time. BFC is going to be there. Battlestar Bulletin Board is going to be there. Colonial Warriors are going to be there. I believe the CMOD, Colonial Ministry of Defense, is going to be there or have representation there. And we're working and see if we can entice a couple of others to be there as well. It's going to be a great time at Shore Leave. We're celebrating the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, and we're taking the opportunity to share the Stranded Warrior with everybody. So we're gonna have a screening of the official trailer, followed by the film. It'll be the first time in the world that it's going to be shown at a science fiction convention. It has never been shown that way at a con before, right? So there are a couple of conventions that have their own quote film festivals. This is not the case. We're actually screening it at Shore Leave, and we're going to have a Q&A. So we're going to discuss the film. We're going to discuss Battlestar Galactica and, the fandom in general. So it's going to be a great panel. We're going to have Dragon Lady on the panel with us as well. So it's going to be outstanding. We're going to have a lot of fun at Shore Leave this year. We look forward to seeing you guys at Lancaster. We're going to have a table. At the table, we're going to have cast and crew from the Stranded Warrior, and we're going to be giving away free autographs for you guys that come down and are interested. We're going to have Diana Durango, co-lead on the Stranded Warrior, is going to be with us. I spoke to her just a couple days ago. She's looking forward to going, and she'll be autographing, as well as Tiny Bean Tara, who's also plays a supporting character in the Stranded Warrior. Great character, and she will be there also signing autographs, as the other colonial warriors that were in the Stranded Warrior will be the Gary and Dave, and I think Mr. Fretz will be there as well, and there'll be a couple of other surprises. Myself, of course, and Tipsy Toaster will be there. You guys all, you know that Tipsy Toaster was the director of the Stranded Warriors, so we'll have all kinds of free stuff to give away, promoting the project. It's more or less by July 10, 11 and 12, we will let you know what day it's going to be screening and when we have our the panel to follow, and we're going to be wrapping it up soon after that. In August, we're going to have our own world premiere here on IFB of the Stranded Warrior, and we're going to talk all about it, right, Chris?
Oh yeah.
And then after that, it'll live on YouTube. So
It'll
so
live.
stay tuned for that.
It lives now, but it'll live
It lives,
more
yes,
publicly.
exactly. It'll live there. All of you have asked for it. So, Chris, the update is that we have secured a date and time for the Stranded Warriors screening. It's a New York City premiere, right? It's going to be screened on June 7th at noon. It starts between noon and 2 o'clock is our block at the Astoria Kaufman Studios at the Zucker Theater, which is inside the studio. It was one of, or is a private screening theater. So that's where the dailies would be screened when the studio was in operation. It's a private theater. We had our trailer screened there last year. So in our block, there is one other project that goes before us, and then Stranded Warrior goes right after that. At the end of it, we have a Q&A. I know that we're going to have from the cast, I know that Chrisa Petridou is going to be there with us,
Cool.
confirmed. I know that George Giacomis, who is a
he's on
co-producer and was the DP on the Stranded Warrior, he is going to be there. I will be there. Those are confirmed. I have not been notified by anyone else, unfortunately, to date. I expect and I hope that some of you can show up. That would be great to see you. Also would love if, you let us know up front. If you're coming, it'll be great. If I see you there, you come up during the Q&A at the end. So, if anybody asks questions or you have something to say, we can say it. And that would be great.
That'd be awesome.
I know, Tipsy, unfortunately, you are decisively engaged and cannot be there, but that's okay. You're going to be at Shore Leave, which is
I will be Shore Leave.
We're gonna have a red carpet at Shore Leave, right?
And
so there's gonna be an opportunity for.
I will also be at the Minicon. When's the Minicon?
Yes, Minicon in Long Island.
Is Long Island in what date? That's
Yeah,
shortly after Shore Leave.
Yep, it's the week after Shore Leave.
It's the week after? Wow.
I believe it's the weekend after. Yeah. So we're going to be there as well. It's a 1-day free admission mini convention. We go there every year. It's for charity. We help out with the Empire City Garrison is the host, Chris Fian. So we'll be there as usual. We get a table, and we get to talk all about IFB and promote IFB. So that's great there, and we do some interviews and meet other celebrities. Fantastic stuff. I didn't tell you about this. This came in the other day, just yesterday, Chris. Let me share one of my my acquisitions. Now, I know that you have a couple because I put you onto this, but this is from, you guys all know that I collect non-sports cards, specifically, Battlestar and a couple of others, but mostly, of course, Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
It is from the Rittenhouse, Battlestar Galactica Colonial Warriors cards that came out in 2005. There was an exclusive 9-card set as an add-on, and it is an Artifacts card. Chris Scalf, that did the Realm comic series, they contacted him and got permission to use 9 covers from that Realm Press series of comic books, and I love that set. It is. I got this one. Check that out. That is
a great cover.
Yeah, it's number 7.
Blowing that. Look at
it is so
explosion down there.
Yeah.
Colonial Warrior dying left.
Well, calm down.
That's great.
All right.
That's fantastic.
And so I have now 4 of the 9. These are really, really hard to get. It's like 1 per box. If you bought a box of these cards, you got, I think it's 1 in each box. So you would have to go hunt down to try to get all of them. So now I have 4 out of the 9, and whenever I get a chance, if I see them, I'll pick them up. So this was a part of a birthday gift. So thank you to Andrew and Eddie for getting me this. Much appreciated.
Need to turn 60 more often.
Hey man, it is what it is, right? The alternative is not good. However, I have another unboxing related to cards. If you guys
we ought to say hello to everybody first.
Oh well, I could do that. Of course I can.
Let's do that.
And I am forced. So, Romper Room was a show that we grew up with, and they had the magic mirror. Well, IFB has the magic mirror and
the magic helmet.
The magic helmet, and I see some of you because I am monitoring the Facebook feed of IFB. And let me tell you, thank you for joining us live, Erica, Riley, and Lola, and Baz, and Paul, Commander Kane, Paul Rotter. I know that there are many others. I know that Tipsy can see the rest of you. I just see, those that pop up on my feed.
Battlestar Bulletin Board, Erica, Lola, Paul, Sean,
yes.
Baz.
Yes.
Let's
From Down
see.
Under.
Already,
Thank you.
yep. Baz, the pictures you sent and what you've done
Phenomenal.
at that air show with I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. The other Viper builder.
Yes.
Fantastic. You guys are really knocking it out of the park and letting people
you know something I
see
saw.
Battlestar Galactica again.
I don't know, Chris, you've been working on some stuff that we're going to reveal tonight, but Bez mentioned how, he's been analyzing and thinking about what the impact is of having, fans actually get into the Viper and what it takes. I know that there's insurance issues.
Oh, yeah.
But he also at the show, at this show that he did, I think it was an air show, he went asking and talking and exchanged information with others and found out that there is a high level of wear and tear on what goes on with those people that sit in the cockpit. And I agree with you, Baz, that it's just I don't know that it's worth it, when people, inadvertently or accidentally they break, they kick something inside the cockpit when they're getting in or getting out.
Yeah.
And now you have to figure a way to replace it. I don't know, man. I'm with you. I think the Viper is something that everybody can get up to. They can kind of touch it. They can look inside the cockpit if they like. But getting in and out of it, I don't know that that's really optimal. Especially since yours, I don't know that you really had that in mind. So that's just my 2 cents. But we love what you did. Hopefully one day we'll get to Australia and we'll get to see it personally, get to meet you and all the Battlestar fans there. Would be tremendous. I know that there is a couple of cons coming up, so who knows? Anything's possible. But we're heading to, of course, we've said this before, Shore Leave. Shore Leave has given us a table, and as a matter of fact, we have Rick Moreno, sci-fi award-winning author, has actually gotten a table at Shore Leave. And if you guys are regulars here on IFB, you'll know that Rick has actually sat in for me and covered for me as a co-host. And he's he should be on here somewhere. He always comes on, but he's going to be at Shore Leave. And so we were told that he's probably going to be as close as possible, if not next to us, next to our table at Shore Leave. So we look forward to meeting up with Rick, and Rick hopefully will be able to join us during the panel and the screening of The Stranded Warrior. We're gonna have a really, really good time. I know there's gonna be probably like three Cylons, to the best of my knowledge. So Chris, I'm gonna circle back to cards, because we've discussed this many times before, maybe a couple of times on IFB, but off air we've talked about this a bunch. And we had noticed that back in the day, there were VHS tapes of Battlestar Galactica, right, the series. And at one point there was a promotion. That promotion included a card of some sort that came with certain...
Nobody knows what this card is.
I've been looking around to try to get evidence of what card exactly came in the tape, and so we're gonna find out tonight. I was able to get one of these.
Unopened.
This is the Long Patrol.
Unopened.
Great episode.
So you got a VCR?
As a matter of fact, I do. I don't have it hooked up. I have one. It's sealed, right? And if you notice, it says behind the $9.99, it says including Battlestar Galactica trading card is inside this. So being that it's sealed, I got this for a really, really good price on eBay, because I mean, what the heck, right?
You paid $9.99 for it.
Actually, no, I paid less than that.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to use my
Here we go.
thank you. This is part of a
size.
birthday present that Rick sent over, and this is actually a pen too. But
That's
for
cool.
now,
Yep.
I'm going to use it to open the bottom of this so that we can once and for all figure out what
Close up. Come on,
exactly,
get close.
what type of card.
Pete slices his hand open.
Hey, come on. This is not a Cylon dagger.
If it was, you'd
okay.
feel the evil. Ask mediocre modeler. You'll know.
Right,
It almost
here we
kills
go.
him. Look at that. The bottom's open. Are you gonna take the plastic all the way off? Or just gonna take the
No. Don't take the
Just gonna
plastic
take the
all the way
bottom
off.
off?
What's the matter with you?
Yep.
Okay, so
That plastic will keep it.
let's
Here we go.
let's see.
And there's no card. Okay.
Oh,
No card
there
at
it
all.
is.
Where? There's no card. Oh, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Yes.
Tick. Whoa.
Cylons.
Ooh. Look at that, pristine. Oh, this card is very close to a grade 10. Here it is, guys.
I'd go have it graded. What's the back look like?
So this is from the limited edition collectible offer Battlestar Galactica Deluxe Trading Card Set. Complete card set, 72 cards. And let's see, and a collector's binder, it costs $33.90. I, of course, have this whole set. This is the set that was released in 1996, right? So
What's the
I
date on
showed
the
you
VCR tape?
right, the Artifacts card that was the Chris Scalf related. That's from a later set of trading Battlestar Galactica trading cards. So this is the 1996 Dart flip cards, the BSG Battlestar Galactica cards that Dart came out with. And here you go. Here is, and believe it or not, the beauty of this card is that it's not numbered.
It's
This
got a
is a
different back than the original.
This
Fleet
is a
Clear.
promotion card.
Yeah.
So it's a promo card. This is not a numbered card. It doesn't come from the actual set. It's not included in the set. This is a promotional card. So that's very interesting. Now, my follow-up question is, are all of these
The same?
video cassettes the same or
Oh,
not?
now I'm
If
gonna
I
have to
ever
buy
get
one.
another one, I'm gonna have to get another one. I will. I'm not gonna get obviously the Long Patrol. I'll get a different episode, and we'll open that on the air and see
Can you
if
show
they're all
us
the
the
same.
back of
But
that one
this,
That's
I
awesome.
never.
The back is
What,
I
the
wanna see.
back?
Limited
The card?
edition collectible offer. Complete card set 72.
Yeah, it's the Dart card. I have the whole set.
Yeah,
I have
but-
the binder and
But that's-
everything.
But if you pulled out the set, I don't think that's the back of that card on the set, is it?
This is a unique. This is a
Yeah,
promo
that's-
card.
So that's not in the
Yeah,
set.
this is cool. No, it's not. This is really cool, man. So there we go. So now we know that in these is the Dart set of Battlestar cards. It's not the original set that came out in 78. It is the Dart set, but this is a promo card. So the question is this what comes in, this card? Is this card in every one of these promo VHS tapes? Maybe, maybe not. We'll try to find out, but at least we know that it's from this Dart, and this is a collectible card because it's not
Numbered?
from the set. It's a promo card, and the promo card is not numbered. So I'm going to do some research and find out a little bit more about that, and we'll talk about that in a future episode. I am pleasantly surprised. So with that said,
pretty
Tipsy, I think that we can then discuss a little bit about either, yeah, you know what? Since we're talking Battlestar Galactica, guys, Tipsy, you've been working very, very hard.
Working on
And
it.
tonight's another major opportunity to announce the fact that Tipsy Toaster Productions LLC is our parent company, right? So that's who IFB is a branch of. It's a subsidiary, and you've been working almost nonstop now for, I'd say, about a week or so, which is about 10 days, up until 10 minutes ago. Not even, maybe
Still working on it,
less.
too.
Yes, we we're going to be launching. A lot of you have always asked for a long time. You've asked, hey guys, what about some T-shirts? What about some IFB merch? Maybe we can, by picking up some merch, we can help defer some of the costs to keep show going, the lights on, so to speak. And so we listened, and we did it.
Yep.
And so tonight we're gonna have our big reveal. We have a line of IFB T-shirts and Tipsy Toaster stuff, and there's drinkware and T-shirts and hats and some really cool logos. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. And once we show you what we have in store, the links will go up. You can help yourself get what you want. But we also
I gotta
have
fix Pete's stuff because it's wrong. I forgot a dash. So if you get it now, it's going to be a limited edition because it won't.
That's
be there
right. Number
tomorrow.
one. Number two is once we show you, we're going to tell you we're going to have something very specific made for. There's going to be multiple sets, and I think you guys will get a kick out of it. So, Chris, if you have anything you want to show, now's the time to show it off.
We've launched it. We just got to send out the link to everybody. So I guess I'll just do this number.
Yeah, we have a really cool logo. Up Toaster Wear. So we're gonna do.
Here is the. Don't leave.
No,
us.
that's the card. No, not that.
Oops. I
Oops.
just sent that.
Too many
There we go.
buttons.
I had to send the link out to everybody. So
Okay.
everybody, the link's in the chat, and then we have Tipsy Toaster Productions, and this will be IFB as well as Tipsy Toaster stuff. We'll probably be getting Jack to put his signature stuff in here as well.
Right.
But this is just the very beginning. We've got some cool things. Once again, we're not making a tremendous amount of money off these things, but we are getting it out there, so we thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, and a lot of the fans asked for it, so
Yep.
you know what? Here we are. And so
we have drinkware, we have clothing. We'll just hit all that.
every year, Chris, I think we had discussed every year a small percentage is going to be donated to charity as well.
Yep.
So that's also something we've always said.
That's right.
And so yeah, there you go. We're gonna have our T-shirts. T-shirts are now gonna be up.
That's the best T-shirt.
That's yeah, of course. It's the Tipsy Toaster. But
That's the best T-shirt. And it's funny. Yep. I put some stuff in there about.
Yep. And
There's
there's drinkware. So you'll see that we
We'll have a dash
our
in it later.
yeah, and we're gonna have we have an array of drinkware. However, speaking of drinkware, we decided that we were going to announce tonight that there's going to be a special series starting with 4 glasses. Right? There's going to be 4 glasses.
Yep.
To kick off the special series of Tipsy Toaster. Yeah, there you go. Pint glasses. These are the ones that are up, but we're going to have a special
There'll be a
series.
special edition of these. Yeah.
Special edition, and it's going to be Tipsy, New York Pete,
Sarah,
Tiny Bean, and one more to reveal. There'll be a 4th, and then following that, later in the year, once we start the next season 7, we will then have another 4. So we're gonna kick it off with 4, and then there'll be another 4. So it'll be the first set and then the second set. So just for giggles, guys, I know that it's just kind of an ode to the original glasses. Oh, by the way, the Steak and Shake, I will put up a picture from my last trip to Florida last week. I saw one, and so yes, I will take a picture of it. And next time I go to Florida in the next 2 weeks, if I get a chance, I'm actually going to go to it and take a picture in front of the place and go in and get something. But yeah, it exists. It's in Florida. So I don't know if it was in the 70s and the late 70s, but definitely is there now. So that's where these glasses come from. And anyway, Thank you for your patience, your indulgence, everyone. I know some of you had asked about, where can we get a mug? Where can we do whatever? Well, here it is, guys. So thank you for that. And hey,
You got a 20-ounce mug.
yeah, well, that's
That's right.
exactly what you need.
That's for
Yeah,
big coffee drinkers.
that's for real coffee drinkers. I like that. So there you go. So there it is. The link will be up. So
Yep,
if
sent the
you
link out.
yeah, if you're so inclined, you too can have one of those.
And we
And
have a
as
garage sale in here as well.
yeah, there is some limited edition stuff there as well. So keep
There's
looking for
a
that.
limited edition,
So
and then there is Tipsy Toaster's garage sale.
yes,
Stuff I'm
and
getting rid of.
one more logo that you might want to divulge. We have a special logo for our t-shirt line. It's exclusive to us here. I think you guys will get a real big kick out of it. And there it is. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting one of those. That's really, really cool.
Yep.
So
And I got to fix this one. That's got to say "Fans Feel the Fleet" on the little label.
in really, really small, you need a
You don't
magnifying
need a
glass
magnifying
for it.
glass to see it, probably,
Yeah.
but
But there you go.
it'll be
That's going to
there.
be on t-shirts. I think that's great. I love it. So I don't know, whatever, guys, and enjoy it, indulge, whatever. Like we said, it's just a small way to,
All
just
proceeds
to
go towards making the cost of everything go down.
keeps the lights on. It keeps the lights on. And we said at the end of the year, well, we make a small donation to a charity every year at the end of the year from the sale of all of our quote merch. So thanks for being patient with that. Also tomorrow, right? Tomorrow on May 29th, 2026, it is there's a celebration for Star Trek. It's the 60th anniversary this year of Star Trek, the original series, and there is going to be a minor league baseball game in Coney Island in Brooklyn, New York, and the Cyclones will be playing, and it's Star Trek Day. I will be attending. I will be a red shirt at the event. There's going to be cosplay, and so they asked, and I figured, what the heck? I don't often do that, but I will, since everyone knows I'm a huge classic Star Trek fan, and so I'm going out to help celebrate and give out free jerseys. They're giving out Cyclone Star Trek jerseys for the 60th anniversary
You got to send a
of
picture of that one.
Star
I'm
Trek.
curious
Yeah.
what that one looks like.
Oh, absolutely. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I am going
Let's
to
get one
be
for Bran.
wearing.
He's gone tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to get a kick out of that. I have for those that are hardcore Star Trek collectors, you'll know who Marco is. Marco Collectibles out of Southern California was a major seller of various genre stuff. And his included Star Trek. He did a little bit of Battlestar stuff and Star Wars stuff, and his stuff is collectible. His costumes were made supposedly from the same patterns of the original TV show. I happened to get one of the last red shirts that he was selling, and I also got screen accurate boots that he was also selling. So I got those, and then I also got a pair, the pants that they wear from season 2 had those custom made, and I got an Anavos belt for the phaser. So I will be I will be dressed doing my cosplay as a red shirt tomorrow at the Cyclones game in Brooklyn at Coney Island. So if you're around, get tickets. It's always a fun day, and hope to see you there. If you do, come on up and say hello. We're gonna help distribute, help greet the fans in when they get there tomorrow at like 6 o'clock. I think is when the doors open. So there you go,
6 a.m.
guys.
That's really early for
No. You know better than that. It's at 6 p.m. So there you go. It's going to be a great time, and hope to see if anybody's there, right? If anybody, any of you are there, please come up and say hello.
Say
Love
hi.
to meet you. Yeah, take some pictures. So that is shore leave. That is the Cyclones game. We talked about shore leave. What else do we have to talk about?
I don't know. I don't see it on the list. I mean,
No, I think we're good. I just wanted to make sure we touched on everything.
did the
I'm so happy
greeting,
to
we
see
did the
everybody.
thing.
Rob Baum is with us, and Eric Ryder is with us as well. Thanks for joining us live. And we have our guest.
I
Our
don't
guest is
see
with
the
us.
video on the guest. Nope, there it is.
Yes. Okay.
Bam.
So
Talk about just
let
look
me
at that.
let me
Read
do.
minds. It's great.
I have a. Oh, by the way, Tipsy, I sent you a deck of some artwork that was shared for that our
For
guest
this?
sent us. So
For this?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you
I
get
will,
that.
tap
I
dance
will
while you
do.
talk.
I will do the intro. So Madeleine Holly Rossing is with us, writer creator. She has been involved in TV, feature film, and comic book writing. She is the winner of the Sloan Fellowship for Screenwriting and the Gold Aura and Bronze Telly for a PSA produced by Women in Film. She also won numerous awards while completing the UCLA MFA program in screenwriting. By the way, that's her second master's degree. So, wow. And let's see, having run a number of successful crowdfunding campaigns for her comic, Boston Metaphysical Society, and Morgana Pendragon. Madeleine has also taught crowdfunding classes for independent creators at Pulp Fiction Books in Culver City, as well as guest lecturing at Scriptwriters Network, DreamWorks Animation, and UCLA professional programs. She has also published the book Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, and we know a little bit about Kickstarter. That's what we used for the Stranded Warrior successfully. She's done a bunch, I mean, awards, all kinds of different things, as well as being a competitive epee professional athlete. So it's really cool. I'm curious to hear more about all of those things, not to mention, of course, the comic books. I'm sure that we're going to talk a little bit about conventions, and we're going to talk about the story itself. I'm super curious. Those of you out there, the family knows that we also produced a short film, The Tower Protocol Resurrection, a supernatural thriller. So, we have there's common threads here. So we're Madeleine will jump on and we'll talk all about her projects and great website that they have and all kinds of things that are going on. It's really, really cool. So I personally am going to hopefully find out if there's a chance we can meet up with her at a convention, and if not, where we can get her products and her comic books and graphic novels and novels as well. So she's covering a lot of the bases, and I'm going to find out if maybe there is a film, maybe there's TV, maybe there's streaming, something in the works, because I'm pretty sure where would you go with all this? I don't know, and we'll find out, because that's obviously one of the questions that we usually ask. But Madeleine is in the green room. And Tipsy, are we ready to pull her in? Bang, boom.
I'm
Madeleine.
here.
Yes, like magic.
Hi.
It's TV magic. Madeleine,
It's
welcome
magic.
to IFB.
It's magic.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Well, cool. We are stoked to learn more about you and the work you've done. I mean, you are an accomplished writer and creator. So I'll let you pick up where you want to, but please clue us in on your background and of course, if you can, please include a little bit of, are you more of a sci-fi fan? Are you a horror fan, or both, or whatever that may be? Please share with us.
Sure. Madeleine Holly Rosing. I'm the writer creator of the steampunk supernatural graphic novel, prose, and audio drama series Boston Metaphysical Society, and I have a new series out called Morgana Pendragon. Wow, yeah, I'm old, so I've done lots of things. For those of you who are not familiar with Boston Metaphysical Society, in short, it's about an ex-Pinkerton detective, a spirit photographer, and a genius scientist who battled supernatural forces in late 1800s Boston. I'm currently running a Kickstarter for Volume 3, which compiles our miniseries, Mystery at Pikes Peak, which takes place in Colorado, and we've evolved over time, and we have 4 main characters. And this particular volume is coming in hardback and softback and includes a bonus story, pinup art, and the variant covers that I produced over the last year or two. And lots of other fun stuff, metal bookmarks and short stories and all sorts of fun stuff. Morgana Pendragon, my latest series, is about a 40-something Morgana, for those of you who are familiar with the King Arthur legend, who has been wandering the world with her mercenary team for 20 years until she receives a message to come home that her brother King Arthur is dying. So she returns to England to assassination attempts, political chaos, a son she hasn't seen in 40 years, all with no more magic. So, and I'm happy to say that issue number 1 of Morgana won the Best Single Issue Award in the inaugural Zelda Awards, which was announced about just, I guess, a month or so ago. We have a fabulous team on both series, and for those of you, obviously you talked a lot about TV and film. Boston Metaphysical Society was originally a TV pilot that I wrote while I was at UCLA Film School. And a friend of mine suggested that I turn it into a graphic novel to sell it back to Hollywood. Well, a funny thing happened during that journey. I discovered I really liked writing comics and I loved the independent creator community, so I stayed. And here I am 12 years later.
Wow. That's a turn of events. However, did you envision this as a live action, or was it going to be animated, or have you changed your mind, or is this something on the back burner?
I mean, I've always envisioned it as live action, but animation has come very, very far in the past decade. So I'm sure I'd be very happy with that. I have had interest in it. I should say that interest in taking it farther, but I have yet to find the right partner. And I'm in no rush, and I would just rather be with the right people to produce it and make sure it's done right.
Fair enough. I mean, you've had a lot of success. You've also been involved not only in the comic books, but I believe you've written novels too.
Yeah, I have a prequel novel to Boston Metaphysical Society, and also an anthology, which is a set of called Prelude, Boston Metaphysical Society Prelude, which is a series of short stories and novellas. Those stories range anywhere from 5 to 30 years before volume 1 of the graphic novel. I decided a while back that everything in the timeline, everything before volume 1 was going to be in prose, and everything beyond volume 1 was going to be in graphic novel. And the reason for that is budget.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, producing a comic is expensive.
Really?
Which is why we have Kickstarter.
Yep.
And you've branched out into audio drama.
Yeah, during COVID, a good friend of mine and her husband, who were audio drama producers and actors themselves, came to me and said, you need to do this as an audio drama. This would be perfect. And I agreed with them. So we sat down and hammered out a deal and ended up hiring 12 voice actors.
Wow.
Her husband, Chip Michael, was our director and audio engineer, so he carried a heavy load. I did the producing and writing, and Eddie Louise, his wife, was my script editor, and I kind of fondly say also my co-producer in all of this. I mean, the team was just tremendous, and I mean, everyone did a fantastic job. I was so pleased with the result. It's the ghost ship, sort of in the timeline of everything takes place roughly in during the time period of Volume 1, and has our original 3 team members, but it references little bits from other things. There's almost all the stories are standalone, but there's a linkage between everything. So if you read the novel, in one of the sequels, you'll meet one of those characters again, years later. So you go like, oh, if you've read both, you go like, oh, I know that person. I know that character and how they fit in and everything. So it's a lot of fun to map out the linkages and also give people a complete story, because who doesn't like a complete story? You don't want to be hanging on.
Pretty cool though. How does teaching screenwriting play into this?
Well, I haven't taught screenwriting in a long time. What I taught was crowdfunding. That's what I taught.
But you have a background in screenwriting.
Yes, I do. I was a TA and did teach some sections at UCLA, but I haven't formally taught screenwriting.
Well,
I leave that to those who are better at it than I am.
Well, you've obviously done something right to get to where you are, and you have the mechanics. Once you learn the mechanics of the screenplay, it stays with you, and then it just helps in everything from whether you're going to do a comic book, which is different, but it's also the same, to an audio drama, to the other projects as well. So it lends itself. It's and you did get your other graduate degree in, I believe, what was it?
Oh, I have an MFA in screenwriting and an MA in Arabic and the cultural history of the Arabs.
Ooh,
I guess somebody did their research there. Yeah.
Yes, a little bit. And we, one of the things that we do here on IFB is we do discuss with guests whether or not you believe that the higher learning or learning in the academic sense, does it have a real positive role in the creation of or the pursuit of the entertainment business, in your opinion?
I think it does. Falls under one of my Howard Stuber at UCLA, who's a professor emeritus, has a favorite saying which I adhere, which is simply, "It depends." And I think screenwriting in an academic situation works out well, because you learn structure, you learn story, you get feedback from your instructor and your classmates. The production side is more hands-on, and I know years ago there was more. In fact, they still do have it in the Producers Guild and the Directors Guild, where they go in and they shadow, and they do have production programs at various schools. AFI actually has a really good combination of writing and producing. A friend of mine went through that and has been very successful. So you get, not only are you learning the craft of writing, but you're also getting hands-on experience in producing, and that's valuable as well. So to me, it depends on your own goals, what school you go to, what they emphasize, and then what you make of it afterwards. I mean, I veered away from screenwriting into comic book writing, but the lessons I took from screenwriting were, one, screenwriting is a visual writing style, and so is comics. The main difference is that a comic book script is a document, a communication document to your artist, your colorist, your letterer, and possibly your pre-press person. So you have to communicate these things that they need to know, that your team needs to know, if you're not doing that all on your own.
Right. Very interesting, which is quite different than in the actual classic screenplay format.
Yeah, they don't want that at all in
No.
the screenplay. They want the bare bones story, and then, if you're directing it, then obviously you can interpret it as you will, but a lot of times someone else is directing or producing, and then you have your DP, and everybody has their viewpoint, and the best you can hope for is you get a good director and a DP. And one of the funny things we always used to talk about is that once you sell a script to Hollywood, the best you can hope for is they hire somebody really good to rewrite you, because they're going to hire someone to rewrite. No matter what, someone is going to be hired to rewrite you, and the best you can hope for is like, God, I hope they get somebody good.
Excellent. Very, very wise, insightful. Take us into the journey of your world that you created in the Boston Metaphysical Society. How did that come about?
Well, while I was at UCLA, I wrote a script for the Sloan Fellowship called Stargazer, and it was based on the life of Mina Fleming, who was an astronomer, but yet started life pregnant, penniless, abandoned by her husband. She had immigrated from Scotland and became a maid in the house of the director of the Harvard Observatory. So I did a fictional account of her life. I was fortunate enough to win the Sloan Fellowship, and with that script. And if you don't know about the Sloan Fellowship, the Sloan focuses on stories that feature scientists or engineers, but as real people, but also the science and the engineering has to be correct.
Oh.
It can't be science fiction. It can't be, there's no zombies, there's no space demons, there's no, none of that. It has to be tried and true, factual engineering and science.
Interesting.
And they give awards for that. It actually helped pay. It helped pay for my third year at UCLA.
Wow.
That fellowship. So we were pretty happy about that. But it was a fun story to write. But the point of that is, I had done a ton of research on Boston in the late 1800s. So I already had a functional knowledge of Boston in the 1800s when I came up with what eventually became Boston Metaphysical Society. Originally, it was a period detective piece called Something Else. And once again, a friend of mine said, hey, what if you set this would be perfect in a steampunk situation, that whole world. And I had heard about steampunk, didn't know a lot about it, went and did some research and decided he was absolutely correct. So I redeveloped it into what eventually became Boston Metaphysical Society.
Cool. Does that mean you have deep roots in science fiction? Are you a sci-fi fan?
Oh, I'm a huge sci-fi fan. Huge.
Cool. So tell us, what's influenced you over the years?
Wow. Because I've read a lot. I can look over my library. Well, I'm a huge John Scalzi fan.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, love John Scalzi. Also Elizabeth Moon. I've always enjoyed military science fiction, and I've met and actually interviewed John Hemery, who also writes as Jack Campbell, who's a very nice man. I'm currently reading his latest book called Squad Kill, which is military science fiction. My other huge favorites are Martha Wells's Murderbot Diaries, and if you haven't heard the audio by Kevin R. Free, man, are you missing something special. I absolutely recommend the audio versions of the Murderbot Diaries. They're tremendous.
Very good. So what about David Drake, Harry Turtledove, or the world of 40K, 40K, the Warhammer?
I'm actually not familiar with Warhammer. Um,
Yay!
yeah, sorry. I've
That's
read a
Pete's
lot. I haven't
favorite.
read everything. Uh, David Drake, how should I put this? I tried,
Fair, fair, fair enough.
and I know Harry. Harry and I
Oh,
have been on panels together.
okay.
A very interesting man. Um, and we've tabled together or tabled next to each other rather at some conventions, at some small conventions. And yeah, I've enjoyed his alternate his history as well.
Cool.
Um,
Very
he's
cool.
he's a very interesting man, and I don't know if you've I don't even know if he's I'm not really on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, um, much anymore, but you didn't want to get on his bad side on Twitter.
I had the pleasure of meeting him many, many years ago, and have read many of his works. I happen to be an amateur Byzantineologist
Oh,
myself, and so I know that he's got his PhD in Byzantine history,
yeah,
and so
he does.
we commiserated a little bit over that, and so it was a great experience meeting someone that I'd read his stuff for decades, but that was many, many years ago. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, military sci-fi. We are big Battlestar Galactica fans. Battlestar Galactica, of course, falls into that category.
Yeah.
We keep the flame going for the classic. The reimagined is also great military sci-fi. So that's kind of like where we come from. We love all that kind of stuff. But I also wanted to ask you before we go too far off, because we'll come around again. But how about your fencing experience? Did that manifest in any of your work?
No, not really, other than the fact that understand the concepts of attack, counterattack, feint, deception, things like that, which obviously happen in the game of fencing as well. Uh, I haven't had any. I don't remember. I don't think I've had any characters that fenced
Oh,
in anything. Um, and the reason for that probably is that was a different life, and I tend to like move on. I don't sit back in that. I just take what I want and I continue on. Because I've been retired for quite a while. I loved it. But yeah, it's
well, see
it's
now,
there's another
I just
life.
in my imagination, in my limited imagination, steampunk, late 1800s, I figured, maybe a little bit of dueling. There might be swords still around. So that's where my mind went. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah. Well, in Boston Metaphysical, let's see. Well, Samuel Hunter, our ex-Pinkerton detective,
Mhm.
uses a compound bow on occasion.
Excellent.
It's a high-tech compound bow that was invented by Granville T. Woods. And by the way, Granville T. Woods is an actual historical figure. He was an African American scientist who lived during the same time period of
Cool.
Tesla and Edison, and I can talk lots about him. But in my research, when I first developed the story, I found him and said, "Oh, let's bring him as part of the team," and so I did. Uh, he has actually developed different types of weapons and ray guns and fun things like that, which also Samuel sometimes uses. Uh,
Cool.
so yeah, they've kind of moved on in tech wise beyond swords.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, it sounds like it's great sci-fi. Speaking of, like military sci-fi, so incorporating that kind of aspect into your world. Where do you go from here? I mean, I know there's a Kickstarter and
Yes.
it's you said, I believe you said it was a compilation and then some of your work is
Yeah, it compiles issues 1 through 4 of a story arc called Mystery at Pikes Peak. It's a complete story arc.
okay.
And it also has a short comic story in it, which is exclusive to that trade, both hardback and softback. And I add extras like what's called pinup art from different artists of the characters and all sorts of fun things, and also some of the variant covers that we had from previous Kickstarters. So people get a unique story that no one's seen yet, plus additional art and the story of Mystery Pikes Peak.
So that is a current Kickstarter campaign.
Correct. That's going on right now.
How long has it been up?
2 weeks. We're over 200% funded,
Wow.
and it ends on June 11th.
Wow. Tipsy, are you able to pull that up? If you could, it would be kind of fun to
I'm
share that with
working on it. I
everybody.
only see,
If you
I
do
only
catch
see
it,
the Boston Metaphysical Volume 3.
is there Madeline, is there anything he should look for specifically so we could pull that up? Go to the Queen of what is it?
Mercia.
Queen of
Queen of
Mercia.
Mercia.
Queenofmercia.com. And you're
Or let's see what I can do here. Hang on a second.
okay,
I
cool.
could
So
probably put the link in the
in the
chat.
chat, that'd be great. And then we can go and we can share that with everyone, with our fans here, and see if we can keep pushing your Kickstarter, because it sounds more than worthy. Number one. Number two is
Is it?
your it's in our chat. So
No, that's the audio drama.
Okay.
It should say volume 3. That's the audio drama, The Ghost Ship, that I
so
see up on the screen there. Yeah.
Tipsy,
I
go
sent
into
I sent you the link.
yeah, go into our chat here on our Zoom that we use within
Okay.
ours. It should be in there. Madeline, what
I got so
about
many chats open.
conventions?
Conventions. Yes. I used to do about 20 conventions a year. I don't
Oh,
do that
wow.
because that makes my head explode. This year we moved about 8 months ago, so I tried to dial it back. I've done some local things up here in Oregon, and I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con in
Wow.
July, in small press. I'll be at WorldCon in Anaheim in August. Rose City Comic-Con up in Portland
Cool.
in early September. And then at a very small steampunk convention in San Francisco called Clockwork Alchemy in October.
Wow. Full schedule. Out of your convention experience, what are your, favorite conventions of the past, looking back? Which ones, have resonated the most with you?
San Diego always resonates because it's San Diego, and everybody shows up, and everyone goes out, and anyway, it's always a lot. It's a lot of work. I miss being a civilian. My husband and I used to go when I had pro passes, but I didn't have enough to sell anything. And we used to go for like 4 or 5 hours, visit friends, buy stuff, go to the movies, and it was all, and now we work 12 hours a day.
Wow. Have you done anything on the East Coast?
Yes. I was at New York Comic Con a few years back, right after COVID restrictions lifted.
Oh, we were there.
I've been at Baltimore Comic Con.
Okay.
Let's see, I did Grand Rapids a year or so ago. I've done Dragon Con.
Woohoo, Dragon Con.
I hope to go back to Dragon Con in the next year or so. Every other year I do try to hit either Midwest or out on the East Coast, just because for me, I have a lot of backers, Kickstarter backers, so it's a chance for me to meet them.
Cool.
Which is great, because I tell everyone, okay, in my newsletter and on social media, say, hey, I'm going to be at XYZ, come by and say hi. And they invariably do.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Tipsy, were you able to get you got the Kickstarter, right? The page?
Yeah,
Sure
I
do.
think
You
I
ready to
saw it
watch the
come up.
video?
Yeah. Oh man, we're gonna play the video, Madeleine. Is that all right?
Cool. Oh, absolutely.
Stand by.
Okay, standing by. And
Hi, my name is Madeleine Holly Rosing, and I'm the writer-creator of the steampunk supernatural series Boston Metaphysical Society. Welcome to our Kickstarter to print Volume 3 Special Edition hardback and softback of Mystery at Pikes Peak. If you're not familiar with the story, it's about an ex-Pinkerton detective, a spirit photographer, and a genius scientist who battles supernatural forces in late 1890s Boston. In Mystery at Pikes Peak, our team flees the law in Boston to arrive at the only safe haven they can find, Tesla's experimental station in Colorado Springs. There, they meet Tesla's unlikely partner, Mai Hui Chao, a scientist from the Great House Chao in California. But when an attempt is made on Tesla's life, and Caitlin's visions resurface in an unexpected way, the team find themselves caught in a web of intrigue and murder. With a fabulous cover by Claudia Nunziello, this special edition of Volume 3 not only includes a complete Mystery at Pikes Peak miniseries, but additional pinup art by Ron Randall, Ed Jimenez, and more, as well as all 4 of our variant covers, and an 11-page bonus story with art by Roberta Ingranata. And there's more. We're also doing a limited run of our mechanical arm metal bookmarks designed by Alejandro Lee. And yes, Volume 1 and 2 special editions will be available as well in digital and physical rewards. The best part is that the volume is in pre-press and should be ready to go to the printer by the end of the campaign. So please, be sure to check out all of our reward tiers and pledge today. Thank you in advance for your support. Oh, you're missing the music. There we go.
very cool.
Thank you.
Outstanding. I will tell you, we have some comments. John 1 from our staff said, I got my Lady Mechanica comic, just a great comic, well written and illustrated. Baz from Down Under, Madeleine, as a fiction writer, what do you think of the future of superheroes in pop culture, being that we are currently flooded with them?
Well, I'll first say I have never been a superhero fan. And in fact, I came to comics very late in life. It wasn't until I started adapting Boston Metaphysical Society that I really started reading comics. But they were indie comics. And they were from Image and IDW and Boom. And I was kind of pissed off because no one had ever told me these great stories existed before. And I'd always assumed that the comics was just superhero comics. To give you some context, my brother has probably one of the largest graded collections of Daredevil comics in the United States.
Wow.
And so growing up, that's all I ever saw. So I was never introduced to any of this. And when I went back to school to learn how to write comics, And suddenly it just, the whole world opened up for me. And they're just like, there's all these cool stories. And even my husband, who is not a graphic novel fan, every once in a while I'll come across something, I'll go like, okay, you're gonna like this. You're really gonna want to read this. And invariably he said, he reads and says, yeah, I really like this one. And for those who are curious, his favorites are Lady Killer, and from Dark Horse, and Ascender, Descender by Jeff Lemire. And he really enjoyed those. But and also Defiant. There's from Stranger Comics, Defiant, which is based on the true story of Robert Smalls, the ex-slave, former enslaved person who took his family and escaped the South using a Southern warship.
Excellent. That sounds
Yeah.
like a great story.
Yeah, because it was great. And yeah, Stranger Comics and I think Legion M are working on putting together that film, which would be great. Yeah, because the enslaved men were the crew, and so no one assumed. I mean, everyone assumed that they weren't smart enough to like, but they knew they were the crew. They knew how to do everything. It was just so stupid, but luckily they made it out and brought a ship with them to the north.
Wow, that's a great story, and
It
I've
is.
heard it.
It's a
I've
great
heard some of it
story.
before. So wow, looking forward to that.
So I'll give a plug to my friend Sebastian Jones. He produced and published through Stranger Comics, Defiant. So go get that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that, Madeline. We've shared the Kickstarter, your webpage as well.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to hopefully in the future running into you at one of the many conventions that you go to. We try to get out there as much as we can, but like you said, there's always limitations to what you can do. But
Yeah.
you're doing something right. You have these great successes. We'd like to have you back, and maybe we could focus not only on your work, but also on the Kickstarter techniques. Maybe we can, discuss a little bit of our experience, what it was like, doing the Kickstarter. Of course, you are a subject matter expert. You've written a book on it. You have experience on it. I think it would be fun to share some of that with the greater audience, since many of them are creatives. Many of them are writers and filmmakers, in the indie world. We also have, many professionals that join us here on the show like yourself. But I think it would be a lot of fun if we kind of maybe did a little bit of that and maybe helped somebody out there watching on how they could then, maybe harness, their own creativity and have a means to get it out. And of course, you have a book that's written on it, and I think it would be maybe an opportunity for us to help on a different level.
No, absolutely. I'd love to. One caveat on the book, I updated it about 5 years ago. It really needs to be updated. And what I will say is that the strategies are absolutely still sound.
Okay.
But a lot of the references are outdated. And the platform itself has evolved since then.
In a good way, or is it more complex?
I think in a good way. I mean,
Okay.
there was a kerfuffle not too long ago, which I don't think you have time to get into right now, which they've since backpedaled on. But I think it has. They've had a lot of some false starts and things that were going to work. Turned out they didn't. But there's certain things that are avenues for creators who don't have an established fan base like I do, because it's a lot harder now, a little over a decade after, they've matured, and things do change, and you have to evolve with it.
Absolutely. And this is exactly what we would really enjoy having you back and maybe getting into
Sure.
this. So let's
Be fun.
open door policy. We will communicate. We would love to discuss this more. Great segment. Thank you so much. Best of luck. Like I said,
Thank
we
you.
look forward to maybe getting a chance to seeing you. I personally will be ordering some of your material, some of your graphic novels. Actually, Chris and I have a soft spot for the audio dramas, so I
Yes,
think we're gonna
definitely.
actually jump into that because we've actually produced a couple of our own, and I'm just fascinated by. We do a lot of audiobooks, so we may
Yeah.
just start there. But thank you so much, Chris. Do you have any
Thank you.
parting?
No, I'm looking forward to listening to the audio drama. Is that on Audible? I didn't find it.
Uh, it's under Amazon Music
Okay.
and Captivate and a few others.
Perfect.
But through the Kickstarter and my website, I do
Saw it
sell
there, yeah.
the MP3 flash drive,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
then the
great.
CD, and then the CD is WAV files. So it's just better
That's
sound.
interesting. I don't think I've heard anybody sell the like a jump drive. That's a one way to get it out there. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice thing to have at a con because it's $15. It's small, it's very affordable, and then you can put it in whatever is
Take it
convenient for
whatever you
you.
want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
Excellent.
interesting. But
Well,
yeah, I
Madeline,
look forward to looking for.
No, but this has been fun, and I loved hearing about your glasses and mugs.
We're working
thank you
on
for
stuff.
that.
Yeah, we throw
we're
stuff out there.
trying.
Yeah, we
6
we've
years
got
in, we finally figured out how to take some
we've
time.
got our own publishing company now.
to you,
and everything
Madeleine.
else. So, but anyways,
Thank you very
it's
much.
fantastic for what you do. We really appreciate you sharing your universe with us. Here's to you because
Thank you. I
fans
appreciate
to the
it.
fleet.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Excellent. Wow. I really enjoyed that. That was really cool, right? So we gotta all right, stop showing off there
That's much
with the
better than
pinky
tonic
up. What are you
water.
doing, man? Madeline was great, guys. If you're interested, right? We
We put up a
shared
bunch
the
of I put up a bunch of links. Yep.
yeah, we did. And so hey,
Even the
I'm
thing that she talked
I'm totally
about,
in.
Yeah, define.
I really enjoyed the whole world, the steampunk stuff, and then there's like a
I
supernatural
really
twist
loved
to it.
when I was
I'm
growing
in.
up. The steampunk that I got with, I never got into the steampunk universe, but the one thing that I got into, I watched reruns of it all the time, was Wild Wild West.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
was
yeah.
that was my
It-
intro.
yeah.
That was my intro to. That didn't make our list. We were making a list the other
No,
day.
we have to that
We have
hey
to- that one-
guys,
that
how
one has
come
to make the list.
all right, that's for next season. So that's before we bring on Admiral Bran Stimpson from Starfleet to talk to us about all the great stuff that's going on with Star Trek. Not to mention, of course, it's the 60th anniversary, and we'll talk all about that. And he's on location, if I'm not mistaken. So he's waiting in the green room. But we are ironing out our next season, right? Season 7, with the team, and we're going to be doing all kinds of shows and a couple of movies that are all in our time period, our time frame, and our genre, so to speak. So we're laying all that out. So it's going to go season 7 and season 8. We are working on that as we speak, guys. So Wild Wild West is definitely going to be on the
Wild Wild
rotation, but I
West.
think we might push that off to
And
season
not the
8.
not the Will Smith.
No, the original, the TV show, the TV show. So,
Not the Will
which
Smith
was,
version. Not that it wasn't that bad.
yeah, well, yeah, it wasn't bad, but we're talking, the TV show. So anyway, with that said, we have Admiral Bran with us, and we're gonna talk some Star Trek. And here he is, Bran. What's up, buddy?
Oops, hang on.
Well, hang on.
There we go. That'll work.
That'll work.
got
It
it.
wasn't me
Yes.
this time.
Yeah, it was the
Woo!
mute button. It's thing, and especially when you're on location. So we are here with our booth at Fan Expo Denver. Today is the first day. It has been a crazy, crazy day. We are, of course, selling our tribbles. I have there's a brown one. We got purple this year.
Ooh, I like the purple.
We got
Ooh,
the normal pink ones. The lighting sucks.
I need
Sorry
a
about
chrome
that,
one.
Chris.
Chrome.
What?
I need a chrome one.
Oh,
Chrome.
no chrome ones. No chrome ones. having a hard time hearing you. There's a lot of noise, so I hope it's not too bad for you guys.
Nah, not at all.
Perfect.
We don't hear
We're
anything.
good. It's
Okay,
okay.
great.
Yeah.
I just can't hear you very well. So anyway, but we're here. I think I can spin my camera around so you guys can see what we did. But you know, in the world of Star Trek, we are just literally waiting around for Strange New Worlds to start the end of July. I think that's July 23rd, if I remember right. Which is season 4. And then that's about all that's going on in Star Trek, right? Because we're all sitting around waiting for Paramount to decide what they're doing. There's been more movie, I don't know, flotsam in the air there than anything. So we do have something new this year. We do have. Oh, I think I just froze for a second. There we go. We have mini tribbles, which are flying at me because my members are chucking them at me. Well, camera's over here. So we have little mini tribbles, and you can see they're flying in everywhere. Okay, that's great. I'm gonna get you back for this at some point. But so all that money goes to charity. Oh, thanks. Gosh, stop it. But anyway, let me spin the camera. So this is our like kind of backdrop area. I'm a little close to it, but whoops. And then I'm gonna see if this works. So of course we have there's my computer. That's where our mini tribbles are kept. There's our transporter banner. This is our recruitment poster, which is getting moved. In the background there, you can see our transporter. You get 7 people up there. There's Paul. Hi, Paul. Go the other way. Then, of course, we have our Borg alcove, which I think is where you guys interviewed me. I can't remember which one
that
we
was last
interviewed
time.
on
Yeah,
20 years
we
ago.
interviewed there.
Yeah. I'm going to swing back the other way and then get out of the way. And then we have our display of phasers in this display case, which I hope you guys can see. Look at that for me.
Yep.
Is that what they're looking at?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the camera's so fuzzy. Our standees, we have transporter inhibitors.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Yep. And then there's our lower decks banner that we got donated to us from Paramount, actually.
Wow.
And then our display case. Can you see that okay?
Yep.
Okay. And then, why is that clear? And all that stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of stuff on the outside that you guys can't see because we're on the inside. It's a huge booth. We already sold like, I don't know, about 50 to 60 tribbles today, and we were only open from noon.
Yeah.
So all that money this year goes to a local charity called Urban Peak. They deal with local, I guess, child at-risk youth, I guess, homeless youth, ages 12 to 24. They're the only charity that does that in Colorado. So that's where our money is going to this year. So that's great. I mean, we're having a great time. We've already met a bunch of Star Trek fans. We do have a guest with us this year, but he left early. He wasn't feeling very good. Randy James. If you watch Star Trek, if you watch Next Gen, or you watch Deep Space Nine, you know who he is. He's like in the background of almost every episode that you can think of. And he's Lieutenant Jones in Deep Space Nine, but he's like everywhere. 91 episodes between TNG and Deep Space Nine. 2 movies, Generations for like 2.7 seconds. And then First Contact, he's on the away party down fixing the Phoenix. He's a great guy. If he's in your area, go visit him. He's got more stories than I've heard from other Star Trek actors. He's also been a stand-in for Colin Meaney on Deep Space Nine and Jonathan Frakes. And he's got tons of stories. But we're having a great time here. I didn't want to miss the podcast. So I'm glad we can make this work. I'm glad the internet is working because anybody that goes to convention knows the internet.
Yeah, that's surprising. You're doing great.
Horrible. Yeah. Unfortunately, I bought the wrong earbuds with me, so I don't have the noise canceling ones, so I can hear you guys very well. So sorry about that. But yeah, that's the booth. It's huge. We broke a TV, so if anybody's got a 65-inch TV they got laying around, we'll take one. That's always fun. But yeah, no, that's what we do. It's a little different than when you guys were here. So one of these days we'll have to have you guys
it
back
looks
out
a lot
and see the
bigger.
new layout.
Yeah. It looks huge.
It's not. Well, it's more inclusive, right? So it's all the same stuff I think we had when you guys were here with a few extra touches. I would love to show you some more stuff we have one of our members bought the Tomy 350th scale. Well, I think I showed you guys once in the podcast. TMP Enterprise that lights up. It's around the corner, unfortunately. And that's everybody's been gawking over that because that thing is just cool. It's just a lot of stuff, right? But we decided to do this kind of inside thing to bring people in, to feel like they're part of Star Trek and part of the group, and talk to us about all the stuff they see. The Klingon weapons here, the phasers over there, everything that's here. You know, anybody that does conventions, you know, you talk about, you get your fans that come in. Oh, did you guys notice Tipsy was here? Tipsy's here. Tipsy is here. There we go. Let's go see Tipsy. Christina's got Tipsy. He's way over there.
There we go.
Case. Yep. He's in a basketball display case, and he's got a little gold plaque. Oh, he's gonna travel. Tipsy's on the move.
Keep him locked up. Keep him locked up. You never know.
Yeah, Tipsy's on the move.
There you go.
It's really funny. It's focusing on you, but not Tipsy. Return. Okay, stop. It's got a gold plaque. You guys can't read it. We
so
recognize you guys for donating that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's great that it's now out
but
off
Tipsy's
of my
here.
shelf.
Everybody's
actually
asking.
being
As a matter of
seen.
fact,
Yeah.
I'm talking over you. Sorry.
You're fine.
Randy is in that episode, and I think I talked to you guys, and Chris obviously knows this. There's a hole in the bottom of Tipsy. And we were just like, oh, when they made all these mass tribbles for the show, they didn't bother to, you know, finish them off, right? Because they're not going to be seen. He's like, well, that's not necessarily true. Some of them were put on little apparatuses that made them move. So this could be one that, like, you could see crawling up the wall in Deep Space Nine or in the show. So he's
That's
like,
cool.
obviously, we don't know where this one is, but that's probably what that hole is for, is to mount him on a thing that moves. I'm like, that's cool. And from a person that was on the show, that is perfectly awesome. So
fantastic. You guys, is there availability to buy the tribbles outside? I know we talked about this before, but is there availability to buy the tribbles off a website or something like that?
Not yet. So
Well,
we wanted to make sure we had enough tribbles for Fan Expo, which is the big show we do. We have 400 of them. I seriously doubt we're going to sell out. At least I hope we don't. Or I hope we do, right? It's a mixed bag. But after the show, we're going to bring the store back, and we will have the tribbles on the store to order with shipping and stuff like that. So that will be back.
Cool. Yeah, we just opened up our own shipping and store, so maybe that's something we could collaborate on if you need to.
Yeah. No, we know that your listeners in the past have bought a bunch, so we're going to put it back up so you guys can do that. Oops, taking the tripod. So yeah, no, we'll definitely make sure it's up there. And it probably will be mid-June before I get to that, to be honest. Taking the week off for this show, and then I took off next week. It's my birthday, so 2 weeks off from work is going to cause a big pile up when I get back. So we'll have some fun there.
Always does.
Yeah. Work gets in the way of the fun, right? I mean,
exactly. I mean, if it wasn't for that living indoors and eating thing, I mean, it sucks.
You know, the roof thing. I don't get the roof thing. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get the roof thing.
It just sucks. I mean, I don't understand why we have to, to do all that just because I'd rather just have fun with my fandom and grab cool stuff. And why do I gotta work?
Actually, I met another vendor. He's selling a bunch of those, and I'm off-centered again. Selling a bunch of those Eagle Moss ships that used to be out. And we were talking, and he's been traveling around. He bought a shipping container of these when the company went out of business. I just bought 12 of them that I don't have in my collection, which is pretty impressive. But that's what he does. He travels around, and this is what he does. And he's like, Christina was already throwing tribbles at me, guys. You're not going to do anything. You get a crew of people, and you get a camera, and
They're
then
amazing.
I don't know, they start acting up.
That's awesome.
Anybody got a better crew? Anybody? You can't find good help these days anywhere.
Where's
So
some
if you guys have
Klingons
some
when you
help,
need them?
send it over. Maybe the New York Star Trek fans are better than Colorado Star Trek fans, and they could be. I don't know. Look, they're just walking by like in a parade trying to make me laugh. This is what's happening behind the camera. Great crew. I love my crew. Yay.
Yay.
But but no, we're having fun. And yeah, I don't know if I'd want to do this for a living, to be honest with you. I don't know if doing this weekend after weekend traveling like the guy I was talking to, like he was in Motor City. Next week he's in Phoenix. Then he's going to Miami. Then he's going home. And I'm like, that's like 7 shows on the road, driving a van full of stuff, staying in hotels. I don't know. I mean, we have a lot of fun. This morning when we were on the way in after setup, yesterday, I was like, why do we do this? And then you meet the fans, you meet the people coming in, and you listen to the stories of, I watched this show when it first came on with my grandfather or my mother or my dad or my brother and I, right? And then you listen to those stories, and those are what just, you guys say it all the time, fans fuel the fleet, right? It's why we do this, right? Yep. And it is so why we do this. And tomorrow I'll be sad again when I come in, because it'll be 8 o'clock in the morning, and I have slept, 5 hours probably, and I'll be back here, and by 10 o'clock I'll be revved up again, because the crowd will be here, and we'll be having fun. So
yeah,
but if you're in Denver, you should be here, and I don't know why you're not. It is the biggest show in Denver now. It's really kind of the only show in Denver at the moment. But yeah, no, I wanted to make sure I did it from here. So I know John reached out to me last week, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be at the show next week, and if the internet works,
I'm surprised you got good internet there. I've never had good internet.
Actually, it's on my mobile hotspot on my phone.
Wow,
that's all I'm doing. Yeah, it's slowing down. It's half hour before closing, so there's not tens of thousands of people tomorrow. Forget it. Randy did want to join, because I was going to have Randy join me and talk to you guys, and we can arrange that later. But he was a little underwinded. So he's like, I'm going to go home. I'm like, oh, okay. Sad. But he's a great guy. If you ever get a chance to meet him, he's a great guy. So please, if he's at a convention near you, go see him. He's fantastic.
Definitely cool.
Bran, plug the show that you're at.
Say that again?
Well, plug the show. Tell us exactly what convention you're at.
Oh, it is Fan Expo Denver. So Fan Expo now, like, I think they bought Wizarding Con or Wizarding World, whatever that was. So they're now like the largest fan run convention in the North America, if I remember right. But it's Fan Expo Denver. It is this weekend. So today, obviously, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, at the Colorado Convention Center. It's like 1/3 of the convention center. They've got Carl Urban from, obviously, Star Trek, the J.J. Abrams movies, and The Boys, which is where most people know him from now, and Mortal Kombat 2 that's out. We've got a lot of the actors from The Boys. Let's see, there's the X-Files, David Duchovny, and I'm forgetting names. The main cast of the X-Files is here. Let's see, who else is here? There's a bunch of people here. Not a lot of Star Trek people, a little upset about this. 60th anniversary and all, and they have Carl Urban, who's a great actor, but not really,
That's why you need to
unfortunately at this time also Fan Expo Philadelphia is happening the same weekend, so we're kind of balancing between that and this. So a lot of the stars are doing today and tomorrow in Philly and flying out here for Saturday, Sunday. That's crazy in my opinion, but hey, they're getting paid, right? But yeah, so it's everything's here. We have a huge comic artist section, and there's more stuff to buy than you ever want or need, but you want anyway, because I already spent a lot of money on Star Trek ships, and I had permission, so that's good to know.
That's the important part.
I did. I took Christina with me when I went. She approved the whole purchase. It was 12, 13, 14 ships. I don't even know how many ships it was.
Wow.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it was. He's got a big collection. That guy bought a shipping container from a dealer out of Australia, and he's got stuff. I mean, and I have 300 plus of them. Someday I'll remember to show you guys. Well, I was in front of it for a couple of shows. There's 300 ships there. To say I don't have some is a lot. I might be kind of crazy. I have a problem. If anybody knows Star Trek Ships Anonymous, send my number, please.
I'm Bran. I have a problem.
Yeah. It's been 10 minutes since I bought a ship. Probably planning on buying more tomorrow because tomorrow's payday. So and Christina did say I had to pay rent because back to the roof and the food thing. And,
yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't. you guys figure out how to get around that, let me know.
Yeah.
I want that number too.
It's called retirement.
Yeah, but you still got to pay for it.
You still have to pay for it.
Yeah, that doesn't go away.
No.
I mean, because I'd retire right now. If you're telling me that if I retire, I don't have to pay rent, I am in.
Yeah, retire and move into a tent, it's fine. But you just don't have a place to put the stuff. I've already, this conundrum has come with, with my strudel, my toaster, strudel. She and I have talked, and I was like, well, you got too much stuff. I mean, we could get an RV and travel the world. And like, well, there's no room for my stuff.
It's kind of hard to take that RV over the ocean, though.
Yes.
Like,
Hey, we could
put pontoons on it or something. I mean, I don't know. Or it's got to be like the flying, Galactica 1980 flying motorcycles.
There we go.
We don't allowed to talk about that. I don't know. Do you guys talk about that? We don't talk about that. Okay. That was a fever dream. I'm at a convention. It was it's a fever dream.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. That's not real.
Yeah, you start talking Cylons and microwaves, and yeah. No.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Never
You
happened.
forget about that.
Wolfman Jack, all that
that's
stuff.
not the
You don't
series you
remember
want to remember.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, wait. Aren't you crossing series again now? Wait a minute. What are we doing here? That's a different. They're over there.
Streams.
They're that way.
Yep.
They're like 50 feet that way. On the other side of the Ghostbusters, if you're interested. They're over that way.
Crossing those streams. Yep.
We're segregated, though. We're not allowed to talk to each other. There's,
Nope.
We start arguing about which franchise is better, and then the convention has to come over and drag those stormtroopers away.
A big fight. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little fight because they're in armor and plastic, and we're just in pajamas. So we got the upper hand there.
Yep.
Also, we can shoot things. I don't know if you ever noticed, but stormtroopers can't hit anything.
There you go.
But
That's right.
if you wear a red shirt, like Tipsy's wearing right now,
Yeah.
you're gonna get hit by a phaser blast. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It could just across the country.
You probably don't even get hit by a phaser blast. You just trip and fall. Break a neck.
Well, but you can come back in the next episode. We'll just bring you back.
Yeah.
Because in Star Trek, you come back. So it's fine.
It's a salt monster
It's
thing,
fine.
yeah. We wouldn't
Until your show's canceled, and then you don't come back. But, But yeah, so that's all that's going on. I mean, there's a couple cool books coming out if you guys read the books. The Beta Canon stuff. I like my brain just isn't working.
Bran,
But yeah, in comic books, that's where Star Trek lives right now.
there is the timeline book. We had one of the authors, Mr. Atticus, was with us. So that's coming out, I think, July 10th is scheduled. It's the actual official timeline book of the whole Star Trek world.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. So you
Yes.
just taught me something. Look at that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
this is why I talk to you guys. I learn things. Motorcycles can fly, and there's a new Star Trek book coming out. That's what I learned. No, that's cool. I'll have to look for that. I do know, like, there's a book about rebuilding the bridge coming out from, I think it's Master Replicas has that. That looks really cool. I just happened to see also Master Replicas has Jet Reno's Guide to the USS Athena, which is the ship from Starfleet Academy that was just out, and we'll have one more season of. So that looks interesting. I know Dayton Ward and all those, Keith DiCaprio and all those guys have books coming out. There's a couple of really cool ones coming out that I remember looking at. But for the TV shows, we're just kind of waiting for the end of Strange New Worlds, the one more season of Starfleet Academy, and then it's like, I don't know. We'll see. But that's the way it works, right? But we had a good run again, right? So we had the Golden Age, TNG, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Enterprise, and then it went away. Then we had Disco, Picard, Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, Prodigy. We had more Star Trek in the last decade than we have in almost all of it, right? So
Yes.
it could use a rest. It's not the end of the world. All us fans are still here. We're still making tribbles and feeding them to sharks over there, apparently. I don't know what they're doing. Telling you. If you guys know a good crew, anybody out there got a crew, I'm looking. All right. Just my email is somewhere. Find me. Need a good crew. Oh, new logo. So you guys keep using. I should send this to Tipsy. That's my fault. But for the 20th anniversary, I don't know if you can see it up here. Oh, it's my out of focus thing is driving me nuts. Why is technology horrible?
I think you probably, if you're on Zoom, you probably got to
hold on. Let me try here.
Focus. Turn
I
off
just bought
the
this new
fuzzy
camera. You would think
background
it'd be great.
one.
It won't
Turn off
load.
that fuzzy
Oh,
background.
come on. Oh.
Yeah, that looks like a cool
It is
logo.
running. Oh, I might steal it. Never mind. Oh, there it goes. Let me see if I can change the focus real quick.
Yeah, it's the.
Anyway, Christina
I think
designed
you
us
have
a
the
new
fuzzy
logo.
background on.
I shouldn't have. Oh, I might. You're right. Do I have the blur background on? Well, let's see. No, it's off. Blur background's off.
They just got a crappy camera.
I think
Lighting.
it's just a bad. The camera's being weird.
It's probably the lighting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's funny. It
that's
looks like
really
chili
true.
peppers at the top. That's all I can see.
All right, it won't let me change it. But anyway, we have a new logo. I'll send it to you guys so you can see it. It's just another version of the shark. So here's our kind of running logo. Everything's backwards on the camera. That's so annoying. Which we had for the first 20 years of the ship, and now we have that colored one up there. The shark's a little more stylized. Actually, wait a minute. I might have a picture. Maybe the picture will work. Let me move the camera again. This is live, right? This is live. This is what you do on live camera. So let's see if this will focus. Come on, focus, silly camera. Anyway, it's there.
Is it on the website?
Technology's beating me.
Just send us the picture when you get a chance.
I will.
We'd
I'll
love
send you
to-
the
yeah,
picture.
absolutely.
We'll stop fighting with technology. We tried. You buy this $200, webcam, and it still can't focus on anything. I'll tell you.
Bran, listen, it was great that you pulled this off, this location. We're lucky that you had enough bandwidth to even come in on the show. We really appreciate it. I didn't know what was going to happen, but when you offered, I was like, oh, this will be great. And you pulled it off. Thank you so much. I'm celebrating Star Trek tomorrow at the minor league baseball Cyclones team in Coney Island in Brooklyn. And so I'll be a red shirt, and it's Star Trek Day, so we'll get jerseys out to all the fans that show up. So continue having a great time. Thank you very much. Thank everybody for doing what they do. And we look forward to seeing you again next time when you're probably at home a little more,
Where I can hear
calm.
things. That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a red shirt, make sure you watch out for those phaser blasts tomorrow at the baseball game. They can come from anywhere. I mean, I'm just telling you, just keep an eye out.
I'll be
I
back
don't
the
know
next
swivel.
episode.
That's right. Yeah. But you'll be your twin double in a transporter accident, so it's fine. It's okay. We got you guys. But thank you guys. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to do this. As always, always great seeing you. You guys are great. Keep doing the hard work, and appreciate everybody and all your listeners. It's a lot of fun, and I get to go home now and eat some food for the first time in 6 hours. So
Because you can't afford it
that's what we
there.
do. Yeah, it's part of that feeding thing. Money, food,
Money,
job.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
spent
know.
all my money
Sure.
on Star Trek stuff. I can't eat here.
I mean, there was a $20 pizza, slice of pizza and Coke
Yeah.
that I could have had. Yeah. It was pepperoni pizza, slice of pizza. I don't know how big it was. I didn't eat it because I'm not that rich to buy a $20 slice of pizza. So
You're smuggling in pizza afterwards.
yeah.
All
All right, guys, have a good night. Thank
Yep.
you again.
Here's to you, brother.
Remember, you live long and prosper. Fans, fuel the fleet. Have a great
Yep.
one.
Take care.
Take care, Brand. Thank you. So that was, I think, the first time we've had a guest do a live broadcast on IFB. We've done it. We've been on location.
Right.
But that's the first time we've had a guest at a convention doing their, on location at a con.
And it looked good compared to,
It looked-
normally
oh,
we're
listen, it was
struggling for the
great, man.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
It was so cool because we actually met Bran how many years ago at
Yeah.
it's been a while, right?
I still
It's been a
remember
while
the
that we met him.
Athena omelet down at number 13
Yes,
or
that's
whatever
right.
what the place was. down
Yeah,
there.
that was
That was
right.
amazing.
That's right. We had a really, really good time at the con in Denver. Looking forward to going back. We might as well, Chris, if we can
Yeah.
pull it off. It would be
Denver,
a
it's
lot
an
of
easy
fun.
hop in because it's right there. I mean, you go to the Denver airport, one of the bigger airports. It's pretty cheap to get there. So
Yeah, so man, we should consider trying to do that. Maybe if they ever, if they get another Battlestar, celebrity, we just go down there. It'd be great. Perfect excuse to meet up with Bran and have a good time. I know we had a great time there. We got great interviews. It was a lot of fun.
yeah, and you can see all those interviews on YouTube.
Absolutely. Oh, speaking of that, well, I did want to show off my Dart collection of Battlestar Galactica
There you go.
cards with the actual
Is that got the
binder.
does that
I
got the one we saw
actually
earlier?
I do have the card as part of my uh collection. I did have the card. I was surprised that I did, but there it is. There's the
Ah.
Cylon
Has
card.
it got the same back?
I'll let you know right now. I'll take a look, and it says, yeah, it's the limited edition collectible offer. It's a promo card.
Hmm.
So it's a promo card. It's not impossible to get, but it is a promo card. So so the cards were not officially, they weren't made for for the videotapes, right? They weren't made specifically. They were made as part of the Dart set, but it's a promo card. Now the question is, are they all the same promo card in
Mm-hmm.
these videotapes? We'll find out. We'll try to get another one and see what comes out of it, or is it possibly one of the cards from the Dart collection, right? So I don't know. We'll find out. But this is a really cool collection. The only critique that some of the collectors have come up with is that this set didn't have autograph cards in it,
Yeah.
right? It didn't have costume cards, didn't have autograph cards. But there's laminated cards. Some of these, I mean, it's really cool. It's a nice set to have. You can see there's these laminated,
Ooh.
and there's a
The
couple of
cast
promo
one there's
cards, and
nice. Yeah.
yeah, it's a nice set, guys. But unfortunately, no, this one did not have any autographs associated with it. It's You can buy a sealed box for a very reasonable amount. They're still available, still out there.
But the three ring binder,
Battlestar.
that's different. No, there's not something you don't see every day.
Yeah, no, there's it's so this is now customary for a lot of trading cards that are made. They have their own special binders that come with the either you buy it separately or as a big package or a pre-order, and you get a binder, the official binder for the actual set. We had Battlestar Galactica was on with us. Thank you for tuning in live to IFB, Interfleet Broadcasting. I have been exchanging emails and texts with Battlestar Galactica, hoping that we can get him to come down to shore leave. I am still not giving up hope. Let's see. It would be really, really great. I invited him, of course, to sit on the panel with us if he does come. We'll see if that happens, guys. We'll keep you posted. It would be a great honor to have Battlestar Galactica come down to shore leave and join us at the convention. All of us watch his great segments that he puts out, and he's obviously a really big Battlestar Galactica fan. I hope you guys saw the latest that he put up. Had to do with the gold Cylon figure that the mail away, where you had to like
Mm-hmm.
cut the proof of purchase.
The
And
other,
he
yeah.
said that he didn't get the figure. They sent him a
An
matchbox,
IOU.
a match card or something. No, they sent them a car, a little matchbox car instead of the figure. Maybe they had run out by then. I never wanted to cut up the cards. I didn't want
Yeah.
to do that, so that's why I never sent in for it. With big regrets. I know, Tipsy, you picked one up when we went to Knoxville,
Knoxville. Yeah.
Fanboy Expo. You picked
That
one
was
up
one
for
of
a
the
really
better
good price.
conventions in regards to buying
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Galactica stuff.
So,
Every
yeah,
other
I'm
convention
still.
I've been to, it pales in comparison.
Oh, absolutely. And we're talking, how Bran was saying, Star Trek collectors. I mean, all of us, to one degree or another, were collectors. And I mean, trying to get the gold Cylon, the Command Centurion action figure, right? Uh, you don't need it, but you want it. And, so that's kind of somewhere on my list. But I'm happy with my Artifacts card. Thank you. A great addition to my collection. And thank you guys for getting that. That was a birthday gift.
Yeah.
Bran's birthday's coming up, so happy early birthday to Admiral Bran Stimpson from Starfleet, the Star Trek Official International Association, which we are members of as well. Congratulations on the success. And of course, it's the 60th anniversary of the original Star Trek that set this all off. It's one of the most successful franchises in history, never mind, part of Americana. But Star Trek itself as a franchise helped establish, fanzines and sci-fi and television and all that good stuff. And of course, we're Star Trek fans as well. So hey,
Yep.
great show, great guest.
Yep.
And we'll have Madeleine will be back, and we'll talk about Kickstarter and crowdfunding and how to maybe some tips and tricks. We probably will be using Kickstarter in the future for one of our projects that
Sure.
we're working on.
It's one of the better ones.
Yeah, one of the better ones. So that'll be happening in the future later on the year. We'll get to that after shore leave, after we do our special on the Stranded Warrior. We're really always grateful and happy to see all of you guys that come to watch us live. And thank you to everybody that watches us later. We have our views are in the thousands, which is humbling. We thank you. So thank you for coming on now live, and then of course thank you everybody that watches this later on. We really appreciate you wherever you may be around the world. Thank you for watching.
And Robert, you asked a question, did they ever do a portfolio of Macquarie's work? They did a
Yes. Macquarie, yeah,
Macquarie, they did
they did.
Like it was almost like a calendar kind
no
of
no
thing.
no it was it was an actual portfolio.
It was a book?
It was a
It was a portfolio. Yeah, It felt like
and
a-
you opened it
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
And you opened it up, and it had like, I don't know, 15 or so
Yeah.
of these.
Of
They
the,
were
artwork.
they were like 8 by 10, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That's still available on, I believe, eBay and things like that.
You can find it.
it's not hard
I
to
actually I bought one from the publisher a few years ago. I found it. I hunted down the publisher, and believe it or not, the publisher still had, I don't know how many they had, but I bought one directly from the publisher on their webpage, and
I think I have
I
one.
got it, and it was really very reasonable. I was like, what the heck? And so I framed a few of those. They're the iconic, all the Macquarie work that basically we all kind of know, with a couple exceptions. For the concept art for the
I'm
original
sure I have
Battlestar
it somewhere. I'll
Galactica.
have to dig it up.
Yeah, it's really
next,
cool.
Next broadcast.
Yeah, it'd be right. It'd be really nice. But yeah, they're out there. Yep, they did. They did do one, and I have one, and you do too, Tipsy. So yeah, we'll continue plugging along, doing what we enjoy doing here, and that's sharing all this with you guys
and getting with the fans out there. We got some new ideas that we're going to pop out for next year, and we'll have some fun.
Oh, absolutely. And we're also talking about the auction that we're going to do for Jack Stauffer's Colonial Warrior jacket that was made specifically for him in Richard Hatch's Second Coming fan film that he did in hopes of reviving Battlestar Galactica, which was revived. Unfortunately, it wasn't his vision, but it was revived. Obviously, the reimagined happened, but Richard Hatch, had taken out, remortgaged his home to
crazy.
fund,
So
to
hard.
fund the project, the film, it's a short film called The Second Coming, and he wrote this, and his vision was to incorporate the original cast, those that were still alive, and create a bridge between then the new storyline with new members, younger actors. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for him, but obviously the DeSantis project didn't happen. But then Ron Moore's did happen, which was great for the franchise big picture, right, Tipsy?
Yep. And Mediocre Modeler, glad to see you put that model together. I like the gold.
Oh yes, absolutely. I
That
saw
was
that
cool.
too. Oh
And the
yeah.
sword. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, the sword. But yeah, so circling back, Jack Stoffer's jacket
Yep.
is
Is right
being auctioned.
behind me.
Yep. And so
Yeah.
if anybody is interested, the auction will begin officially in Chris, we said, I believe, was it we're going to start it before or after shore leave.
Yeah,
Uh,
before, I think it's a couple of
the
weeks
opening
before.
bid is 350, and
Yep.
that's actually already in place. So it's increments of $10 or more. So if anybody's interested, you have to get in touch with us, and the next bid is 360 or more
Hmm.
for the jacket. And
All proceeds
it's
go
it
to help Jack with his medical bills.
yep, and it's autographed by Jack, and it's one of a kind, and it's modeled. It's the same exact model as the original
Hmm.
Colonial Warrior jackets. It's a different color, but the buckles are the same. The design is the same, and
Yep.
it's one of a kind. It was made for Jack and Jack only, and it's been in his possession all these years. And Jack is parting with it, and so we're helping to auction it off. So if anybody's interested, we're going to take pictures. We're going to have it at shore leave, right,
Yes, we
Chris?
will. We'll have it shore leave so you can see it, not wear it,
Yep.
but you can see it.
Not wearing, no touching, but you'll be able to look at it. You'll be able to see it. Because remember, it suffered a tear
Yeah, I'm trying to get that
because
fixed, but
it was actually handled by everybody. So we
right.
don't want it to be handled anymore. We want it to find a new home. So it's up
With
for
a
auction,
loving
guys.
fan.
Yeah, it's really a nice piece. So we're hoping to actually keep it within the BSG community, here, which is really far-reaching and international, before we approach any of the professional collectors on the West Coast. Most of them are on the West Coast. I know that many of them will probably be very interested,
Hmm.
the professional collectors. We'll see,
Yeah,
but we'd rather it be
it's
going to
unique.
yeah, a Battlestar collector fan.
Yep.
But yeah, so there you are, guys. Chris, you wanna wrap it up?
Well, everybody, it is that time again. We're going to move out of broadcast range, and unfortunately, that means we have to sign off. But until next week, we're here every Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. I don't even know what that is. We're here Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern. That works. We will see you next week. Don't forget to check out the merchandise, check out everything else that we've linked here as well. Our guests' fundraiser and the Kickstarter. Look at all those things and do what you can if you want to, and if you can't, then you can't. We understand that completely. Because, hey, we all have to live indoors and eat, just like we were talking about earlier. And then we don't have the brand money to buy all of the cool stuff. So, and I'm converting you to a silent sooner or later. There you go. You can turn your light on. Turn your light on.
Yeah,
Turn
I'm
your light
trying
on.
to find the button.
I
There's a
can't
button
find
in
the
here.
button. This
Where
is
is it?
why Pete is not a complete. There we go. And that actually does a red eye thing too. If you click it in there, it's pretty cool. But anyways, we really appreciate you being here. And as we always say, it's really important that we recognize the fans. And you being the fans and listening to us, whether live or later on, we appreciate you. And we're going to sign off for the night. If I can find the video to sign off with. There it is. Until then, till next week, here's to you, fans for the fleet.
Mansfield Fleet.